Okay, so for some unknown reason, GearBest decided to send me this, and it's a bit of a monstrosity, but to be honest, I've actually had quite a lot of fun flying it about. As ridiculous as it looks, it's actually quite funny just to like fly it about, especially at night time. So I think this could have the potential of being something really fun and sort of gimmicky to fly, possibly on Halloween, maybe take it out in the streets and spook some people with it. It's actually quite fun, so let's take a bit of a closer look at it. Okay, so we've got this sort of basic quadcopter design with these really thin arms here, and then underneath here we've got the power distribution board, flight controller and stuff, and that's hidden inside the skull of this. So it's got this sort of plastic skull, sort of rigid plastic, that can definitely take a few dints and scrapes because I've dropped it enough times. So this is sort of just attached on with this sort of flailing dress onto the quadcopter, and then we've got these sort of skeletal arms here which are supported by this thin wire, so that's what keeps the arms out like that and makes them jump up and down like that. So it's actually quite a fun drone. If we take a look under the hood, cheeky, we can actually see there we've got the battery underneath, and then you'll see the PDB and circuitry underneath there. So this is actually a 2-cell battery. I think it's about 1,000 milliamp hours. Oh, sorry, no, it says there 850 milliamp hours. You can't see. Yeah, this isn't very working well. So yeah, it's a 850 milliamp hour 2-cell drone battery. So this lasts about, I think I've had about 8 minutes flight on it, because it's not a very intensive drone. You're not really doing anything fast on it or really manoeuvrable flights, because you can't do flips on this, unfortunately. But yeah, it lasts about 8 minutes or so, just fun for flying this about in the dark. And if I power up the battery, then you'll be able to see the LEDs on it. Okay, so once it's turned on, you'll see it's got this kind of ghoulish green glow on it, and we've also got LEDs, blue and red. You might be able to see there, blue and red on the front and back of the motors. So this is quite funny. It's actually quite bright when it's dark. I'm not going to turn the lights out now because it's daytime, but yeah, this is actually really bright. You'll see there's just one solid LED in there. You can see it moving about, and it's really bright. You know, you can see it from quite a way off. And, you know, it's quite useful because this has got quite a bit of range on it. I've managed to get about 80 metres so far from a stationary point and just flying this about 80 metres away. So it's actually quite a good distance. And obviously with the massive lights on there, it's really easy to see where you're going. So taking a look at the controller, we've got this sort of Halloween themed controller with this sort of skull on here. And then another skull on here. We've got a status LED at the top. We've got the usual trim buttons that you'd expect, and obviously... whoop! I did not realise that was bound. That was so stupid of me. So I'll turn this off. We've obviously got the 2 sticks. This button doesn't actually do anything. This button flashes the LED lights on the top of the drone, so the skull kind of just flashes green and red. We've also got 3 different speeds, but you'll see that mine is actually broken because I dropped it. Somehow managed to drop it precisely on that button, so now I can't change the speed of the drone, so it's stuck in slow mode, which is why it's travelling quite slow in the video. But there are 3 modes, so it'll go possibly 3 times faster than what you can see in the video. There's also a return to home key and a headless mode, which is quite nice, and as expected on these sort of cheaper drones. So all in all, this is actually quite a fun drone, a bit of a gimmick. I think you can get it for about £30 on GearBest if you use the code in the description. And if you're worrying that it's not going to come in time for Halloween, then don't worry, because GearBest are actually really stepping up their game. They're now delivering by DHL. I ordered a thing on Wednesday, a controller, and it actually came on the Friday of the same week. So that was literally 2-day delivery with DHL from China all the way over here to England. So it's pretty insane the speeds that GearBest are now delivering at. So don't worry, you will get this in time for Halloween if you order it now. So anyway, that was just a review of this freaky deaky, sort of gimmicky skull drone. So go ahead, check it out in the link in the description if you want to think about getting this, and I'll see you next time, guys. Peace out.